Standard USB-A. Standard USB-A charging is the slowest of the five, delivering a fixed 5 volts and 1 amp, which works out to about 5 watts total. In real terms, that means charging your phone from empty to full can take 3 to 4 hours, compared to under an hour for almost every other charger on this list. The original USB standard wasn't designed with fast charging in mind. It was built mainly for transferring small amounts of data and powering basic accessories like keyboards and mice. It's still useful because almost every device and cable is compatible with it, unlike the more specialized chargers we're about to cover, and it's extremely cheap to manufacture. However, on a modern smartphone, you'll notice it barely charges while you're using GPS or watching videos, since the phone can drain power faster than the charger can supply it. Quick Charge. Quick Charge is roughly 3 to 4 times faster than standard USB-A, and it's a technology developed by Qualcomm, built into many Android phones that use Snapdragon processors. Where USB-A increases speed by raising the current, Quick Charge increases the voltage instead, allowing more power through the same cable without needing thicker wires. Quick Charge 3.0 delivers around 18 watts, while newer versions like Quick Charge 5 can reach up to 100 watts. That means a phone that would take 3 hours on standard USB-A can hit 50% in 15 to 20 minutes on Quick Charge. However, unlike USB-A's universal compatibility, Quick Charge only works at full speed if both the charger and phone support the same version, and it's mainly limited to Android devices, so iPhone users won't benefit from it at all. USB Power Delivery. USB Power Delivery, or USB-CPD, sits in a similar speed range to Quick Charge at the lower end, but its ceiling is much higher, reaching up to 240 watts on the newest specification compared to Quick Charge's 100-watt maximum. The biggest difference is compatibility. Unlike Quick Charge, which is tied to Qualcomm hardware, USB-PD is an open standard that works across iPhones, Android phones, laptops, and tablets, which is why Apple switched to it for recent iPhones while never adopting Quick Charge at all. USB-PD negotiates power directly with the connected device, adjusting voltage and current to match exactly what it needs, which is why the same charger can safely power a phone at 20 watts and a laptop at 100 watts without extra settings, something neither USB-A nor Quick Charge can do. The downside is that older or budget USB-PD chargers often cap out around 18 to 20 watts, barely faster than Quick Charge 3.0 and nowhere near USB-PD's true potential. Proprietary Fast Charging. This is where things get genuinely faster than anything we've covered so far. Technologies like Samsung's Super Fast Charging, OnePlus's SuperVac, and Xiaomi's Hypercharge can reach 120 watts or higher, more than the standard USB-PD ceiling most chargers actually use, and enough to charge a phone from 0 to 100% in under 20 minutes, compared to roughly an hour for typical USB-PD or Quick Charge setups. This speed comes from a trade-off USB-PD doesn't make. Since the manufacturer builds the phone and charger together, they can fine-tune the battery chemistry and circuit specifically for that one device, instead of following a universal standard built to work safely across thousands of different phones. The catch is compatibility works in reverse compared to USB-PD. Use a generic USB-C charger on one of these phones, and you'll often only get standard USB-PD speeds, a fraction of the phone's true maximum, the opposite of how USB-PD chargers perform consistently across devices. Wireless charging. Despite being the newest charging method most people use daily, wireless charging is actually the slowest of the fast charging options, slower even than Quick Charge or basic USB-PD. Instead of sending power through a cable, it uses electromagnetic induction. A coil inside the pad creates a magnetic field, and a matching coil in your phone converts that field back into electricity. The Qi standard tops out around 15 watts in most cases, and even newer versions like Qi 2 and MagSafe only reach 25 watts, well below USB-PD's 240-watt ceiling or proprietary charging's 120 watts. The gap exists because wireless charging loses energy as heat during the transfer through the air, and it's also sensitive to alignment. So if your phone isn't placed exactly on the coil, charging slows down or stops, a problem none of the cabled chargers have. Even so, it remains popular for one advantage none of the others offer. You simply place your phone down with nothing to plug in.